welcome. Now we're going to get a message for the masculine and feminine, and they will be separate. But we're going to have a quick recap of what's happening, what's going down, so we're caught up. We got the messages of the new moon in Aquarius earlier, and I will link that reading down below for anyone who hasn't checked it out yet and would wish to. There's much beneficial information in there. Aries activated the firepower. And with that firepower was activated the Queen of Wands energy and the pineal gland. We are having pineal gland activations in order to see what we need to see. We are returning to light. We are using right now the energy of Uranus, genius, the great awakener. This is the tower. We're knocking out what needs to be knocked out in order to rebuild. And this is connected to genius, the great humanitarianism energy. We're rebuilding after this tower is hit. We're creating with some shapes. We're creating with the tetrahedron. And the tetrahedron is allowing us to create the MERKABAH and do MERKABAH healing. And this allows us to activate dormant DNA within us, as well as we're healing with our original DNA. We are also using the ancient sound frequencies in order to rebalance our energy, frequency, and vibration. And these are literally helping to lift us up. These are helping us to use the negative and positive energies together, because we're connecting the negative to the positive in order to be that working battery and manifest. But now we're going to uplift and raise ourselves and heal even higher. And right now we are creating Metatron's cube. That's what we've been doing. The Dream Weaver, laying foundations and manifestation. And we've received the cube. We just need to create the dodecahedron now. We've been creating with all the shapes in between in order to make Metatron's cube. 1 second, guys. My dog wants to sit up here for a moment, so I'm gonna let him. Give me a little dog love around here. Before this is the dodecahedron. And channel messages are, we need the dodecahedron. And they showed me the scarab beetle. And we are creating the Vesica Piscis. And that's why we need our pineal gland activation. The dodecahedron is the all-seeing and knowing. This is the shape that the constellations were built from, the heavens. And our pineal gland it's awakening. This is the Vesica Piscis, the love frequency, creating self-love, soulmate connection. And this is what we're after. So we're using our reason, and this is connected to the Hierophant in the tarot, and we are creating with all these shapes, and that's the key. We're the great shapeshifters. That is literally the key. Speaking of animals, we followed the hummingbird here. And I did not notice this before, but the hummingbird is connected to the lovers, and it is within this tarot. Connected to the sweet nectar of life. And that's the counterpart relationship. This love is fertile, and what's being created between the masculine and feminine is connected to the sweet nectars of life. It is life. And that leads us to death and transformation. And we know we are picking life. But we have to connect death to life. They're the They're connected. They're just on opposite ends of the spectrum. And once we connect them, we have the whole. And we're facing the shadow energies. We're also facing death head on. And we're understanding that we live and we cross over. It's part of the experience. And we're not going to fear death. And we're not going to fear the shadow energies. We've done enough work. We have the key. We're picking life and we're creating with the patterning of life. Connected to the divine, our Fibonacci sequence and spiral. From the reading this morning, we got the Emperor and the Empress. Sun and Moon have united, mother and father energies. And we know that the Emperor is the energy of Aries, and that's the time we're in. Speaking of the scarab beetle, it's right here. And this is also representing our third eye being activated through our pineal gland. We have discussed we're moving away from hierarchy. This is the Emperor card in this tarot and the Emperor card in this tarot. In this tarot, it depicts hierarchy. We're not doing that anymore. We're creating equality because our hierarchy is creating separateness, and our separateness is creating selfishness. We're going to activate with the Emperor energy, thanks to Aries. We also got the message of Cancer, and this crab I just couldn't get out of my head. We're using this energy of Cancer in order to face the shadow energies, to face the devil. And we're going to use our growth in order to take them out. We're battling here. We're hiding away and we're waiting for the right opportunity in order to face what we need to face. And it's when we're ready. We'll know when we're ready because we're activating with our emotional intellect in the 11 of Cups. And this gets us back to the 2. And we know we want to see that 2 of Cups. We want to feel that 2 of Cups energy. Now we're going to get the reading set up. And let's get some messages. Alrighty, the reading is all set up. Let's see what shape we are creating. Divine Feminine. What shape are we creating? I gotta be careful with these cards. I don't ever want anything to happen to them. They're very, very sacred. I can hardly wait to see. 417 hertz. Change, cleanse, traumatic experience. And we can use this. Frequency, as we know, we're using the frequencies. With 285 hertz. Optimal health and well-being. And that's connected to Metatron's cube, the All, and the Akashic records. And we know we've been using this to birth. And it's connected to awakening and our expansion. We're awakening with the information from the Akashic records we are receiving through our diamond light activations. We're remembering. And we are literally evolving and expanding. And you can see it. We are, with the fruit of life, our spheres of knowledge. We're pushing through the cocoon stage because we are creating with Metatron's cube. And we're shapeshifters. We're just learning about the dodecahedron right now. We need to stay focused. Stay focused and speak our truths with the icosahedron. We know we got the message. We're communicating and we're learning how to communicate higher vibe. 639 hertz. Reconnection of relationships to self and others. And this is connected to the Vesica Piscis. I was just going to say that. Then I picked up 2 cards. Not by coincidence or by accident, because it was meant to be. And there's the Vesica Piscis. And I can hardly wait to see what the middle card is that I don't know what is yet. And connected to the Vesica Piscis, the feminine divine, of course, is the flower of life, the cocoon stage. And we are breaking through this by using our reflections. Reflect upon our life experiences. And that's what's going to help us create with the spider web out of that maze. And we're restoring balance. Vector equilibrium. That's what we're creating. We're equaling the same within to without. So we're balanced. And that's through our pineal gland activation. We need this right now. And it's connected to the dodecahedron. There's the shape that we need. And we are believing. We're having faith. And that's how we create the dodecahedron. We know that this is unconditional love. So we've created unconditional love within. And now we expand it with the dodecahedron. The all-seeing and knowing. This is connected to ether. The constellations, the heavens. Because we're in a time of inevitable change. We're about to take hold. We're expanding. We're expanding with all these shapes. All these shapes, and we are rebirthing with the phoenix rising from the ashes. We have the MERKABAH. We have the sphere. We have the hexagon. And there's all the other shapes. We're going to use Raven magic to release fear, heighten intuition, and protection. And we're going to use 174 hertz. My body is safe and loved. But the key to this shift is through these three energies right here. The 639 hertz, the reconnection of relationships to self and others. With the icosahedron, the feminine divine. And now the love frequency, self-love, and soulmate connection. We need this. And this is incredible. You know, I always just create with my intuition, and then I use my masculine energies in order to kind of make sense of things. I didn't even know when I was making the beginning to the new moon in Aquarius reading, I picked this image, and this is the image, but it's just of one, and now we're applying the two. This image, and it's the image I use to make the thumbnail with. There's a synchronicity sign right there in front of my freaking face, and I love it. Thank you. All right, let's see what's being activated here. Going straight to the moon cards. Okay. Prisoner. From Aquarius to Pisces, ruled by Venus and Neptune. A powerful woman with her blue flowers in her long golden hair is framed by a riveted rusting metal structure. The structure stands on two metal plinths, each in the form of a flight of steps, which lead to separate draped doorways through which light shines. The meaning. Often, the compassionate nature of Neptune's influence is confused and fails to recognize the difference between fantasy and reality. Conjoined with the gentle Venus, it can denote the archetypical victim, although this can be more imagined than real. This mansion indicates mental, emotional, or physical imprisonment, either caused by yourself or as a result of the betrayal of someone else. There are open doorways at the base of the image, indicating new pathways are available to you. And we're not seeking escape from a situation of betrayal. We know we are facing the shadow energies head on. We're facing our imprisonment. We're not trapped. And that's the message. That's why we are creating the love frequency of self-love and soulmate connection. And we were discussing the other day that we had 6 and 9. We just needed 3. We were creating off of the patterning of life. And there's our 3. There's our synchronicity and sign. We have it now. Self-love. Soulmate connection. I love you. Love frequency is here to remind us that to live an amazing life and accomplish what we have come here to do, first we need to accept and love ourselves. Each of us needs to look into our inner core and into our hearts. See the beauty and love within ourselves so that we can work to our highest potentials in every aspect. Remember, others will treat you the way you treat yourself. Draw on this vibration. To do that, we have to find the love comfortably within. Love of self is such a permanent aspect of everyday life. But how many of us actually stop and look in the mirror and see the true beauty of our soul essence? Do you stop and say, I love you to yourself? Do you see the true and pure essence of your spirit and all you are and what you have to offer yourself? Does your heart sing? The biggest gift we can give to those is to love ourselves unconditionally. And there is the creation of unconditional love from within to without. This template is not only about the love of self, but the love of a soulmate. We all have a number of soul partners, whether it be a lover or a friend. When the connection is made, it is knowing that it is felt in the depths of our heart and soul. A mirror image is found and formed, and we all know as twin flames, we actually have another half, a counterpart. The sacred geometry of this template is the Vesica Piscis. On the first day of Genesis, Spirit decided to create an exact replica of itself, a mirror image. Within the parameter of the sphere, a second sphere was created in exact likeness, the Vesica Piscis. The VP, Vesica Piscis, is the area where the two spheres overlap. The area in the center is light, and the light was created through sound. It is also a representative of the all-seeing eye, the eye of God and the eye of Horus. The symbolic intersection can be a representation of the common ground or mutual understanding between individuals and is spiritually a mirror of the soul. A mirror of the soul. The diamond shape, another synchronicity and sign, we know. We're being activated with diamond light codes. The diamond shape in the center in 3 dimensions is the octahedron. This shape is one of the 5 platonic solids. It correlates to the heart chakra and works with the element of air. And this is why we need air right now. It is the perfect geometry to use as a representation of love in this template. It's connected to number 6, and there we go, we're going from 3 to 6 to 9. Animal medicine, it's connected to the wolf, and we know the wolf is connected to La Luna. And it's also got a deep connection to rose quartz, watermelon tourmaline, emerald. And the frequency is 528 hertz. That's what we want to use in correspondence to create the mirror of the soul. This is why we need this energy right now. Now, let's just see. We're going to use some medicine in order to heal from feeling like a prisoner. And we know that the animals helped us to get here to begin with. We followed the trail. We need to be here now. We need to be here now in the present moment, creating joy and happiness through the purification of our soul as we return to light. We return to self. Let's get some medicine in order to see how My goodness, these cards to see how to heal from feeling like a prisoner. They're very slippery, but I really, there's no other cards that I have like these. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this again. Just one card, please. Just one card, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Guys, come on. It's right here. It's right here. We've been following the hummingbird to get here. Hummingbird, joyful little sister, nectar you crave. All the sweetness of the flowers is the love you gave. Now we know, we discussed this message before. And we're all coming back to one, and we're going to heal from the hurt that we've caused through our separateness of what we look like, where we came from, what church we went to. We're not doing that. We're all one. We're all love. We're all unconditional love. And we are all children of the sun. We are equal. That's why this is here to begin with. If hummingbird is your personal medicine, you love life and its joys. Your presence brings joy to others. You join people together in relationships which bring out the best in them. You know instinctively where beauty abides, and near or far your journey to your ideal, you move comfortably within a beautiful environment and help others taste the succulent nectar of life. And boy, am I ready to taste some of this succulent nectar of life. I gotta put this card away because it's making me feel things, especially there's so much firepower energy still lit here from Aries. This is what's going to free us from our prison. This. Okay, let's see. What are we doing, Divine Feminine? We are balancing our karmic scales. Angel de l'anew, the angel of the night. We transform. We are dark, we are light. We've got our wings. We've broken through the cocoon stage with our spheres of knowledge. And we use the Queen of Cups energy. She's bound. She's bound to the right in front of this window. But through that, she's expanding and growing with life. She's expanding from within to without. She is in this energy of the prisoner. And this is connected to the new ecosystems. And we're starting them from within to without. With the Nine of Pentacles, and this is the rebirth of new self. Look at us. We just exited the cocoon. We just exited the void looking like that. And we did it with the Ace of Swords. The gift of clarity, the gift of the light. And the Ace of Swords was also in the new moon reading. We're connecting to the air elements, the swords, in order to do what we need to do right now. And we balance our karmic scales with the Six of Pentacles energy. We're moving on. We're moving on from the devil energies. We've got the Knight of Cups. We have our new patterning activated of the heart, as well as the Page of Pentacles. We are now creating with that patterning. And we've got the energy of the Chariot here. We are connected to the dark, the light, and the moon. And because of that, we are levitating. We are levitating there on our flying rug. We're raising the vibes around here. And it's taken us all the way to our 10 of Pentacles. And we know this all started off thanks to Temperance and the alchemy of the cups. Let's see what we are activating here within this space. What energy are we using to activate with? Taurus. And that's connected to Venus right now. Taurus is in one of her home signs, Venus. She's co-ruled along with Libra. We're grounding love. We're picking love over fear. Now let's just see what the child has to say about this. What does the child have to say now that we've freed the child? And this is grounding love through our creature comforts. That's the gift of Taurus. Okay. There's Aries right there, and we got Mars this morning. Okay, you see how that just flew? Spirits ran through me. It just flew on top of this. So this is a direct message. We're no longer in destruction with the Two of Wands. We're going to allow change. We're going to allow our great revolutions. And we're going to be in Genesis. And we're no longer going to fight ourselves. We're going to expand. We're going to expand and allow connection. And this is connection to our great genius. And there's the Three of Cups. And this is also, we pick life. We pick life over fear. But we've connected life and death. Masculine, feminine, child, body, mind, soul. We know we have the energy of the Chariot right here. We're moving forward. We're moving forward with motion because we've made a holy trinity. The dark, the light, and the moon. So we're moving forward with Metatron's cube. And we know we already got Metatron's cube. This is what we're doing. The All and the Akashic records. And we're connected. We're divine feminine. We're really seeing the All. We're transmuting with the Princess of Pentacles. Look at us, we transmute through us. That's solar plexus, sacral chakra healing. And now we're moving on. We're going home. We're manifesting. We've gone from the 2 to the 3. 2 wands to the 3 of wands. And we're using the wands energy right now because it's all about the time of Aries. We are working with our 3 of Pentacle pals, connecting to the energy of the ancients. We know that. And we're creating peace on the path of the moon. We will now speak our truths. And there is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Wands. I got all the swords energy on my mind right now. And this is where we're having our pineal gland activations. We're passionate. We've connected to life. We're not in a frenzy. We're not stuck in our prison all, creating frantic energy. We've activated our pineal gland through our passions and our connection to the divinity, life, growth. And we're lit. Thank you, Aries. Thank you very much. All right. Now, as we followed the birds here, let's follow the birds home. Let's get a message from this beautiful feather oracle. Vulture and parrot. Vulture, accept the inevitable, let go of the past, and welcome a rebirth to begin. And that's the time we're in. Parrot, let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It's time to embrace who you really are. And that's the parrot feather. It's beautiful. It's time to embrace who we really are, because there's one more message in here. We're rebirthing. We're going to embrace authentic self because we're setting ourselves free from within to without. And here is the message. Loon. Pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. It's time to pay attention to our dream time, and it's connected to this feather right here. White swan, the power of divine grace is within you. And this is it. The power of divine grace is within us. I want to thank you for joining me here. Much love and healing vibes sent your way to create with today. I'll see you at the reading from Divine Masculine if you choose to join me. If not, I will see you soon. Take care.